CEX, what the hell are you doing to me, man? I have been a loyal customer for a long time. I've never really ordered stuff online. I've always sort of tried to go into the shops to find it, but lately the prices have been rising that much that I might as well pay the extra £3 PMP on some of the games I wanted. Had a few bad experiences on Facebook Marketplace, a few bad experiences on Vinted. So again, went back to CEX wondering if I just had a bit of a wrong deal the last time I tried to order. I've just ordered 11 games, and well, let's have a look at the video that I took. So obviously they don't arrive in a CEX bag like this. It's just to make a nice little shot. As you can see, open it up, they've all come in the little cardboard sleeves, so I don't know which one's which, but you see this one, nice and easy to open. I do have a bit of trouble with the rest of them. We open it up, two games that I've been after for a while, Body Count, Blood Brawl, both of them under £5 each from what I remember, but I was quite excited to get them, and here's where the trouble starts. So straight away, first game I touch, don't know if you can see it quite clearly on there, but the disc is beyond belief. Literally wouldn't read in my 360, heavily pitted. It looked like, not really scratched, it looked like someone had dug their fingernails into it several times, so it didn't work. Blood Bowl, again, another game I've been after. I think this one cost me about £5, something like that. No manual, straight, and look at that disc. Even on the poor quality of this my camera, that disc is obliterated, and like, that won't clean off. That's beyond repair. So that's the first two games I've come to. That's me chucking them to one side in disgust. By the way, I've taken the audio out of this because I was just swearing non-stop. Don't really swear on the channel. This one, just my error trying to open it. The thing snapped off halfway through. But again, I'm still quite calm here, even with the unboxing going a little bit ropey. So the next game I bought was Velvet Assassin. Been after this one for a while as well because they don't really get much rare games in my. Yeah, they've stuck a label on the blooming manual, which I don't like. Disc, reasonable quality, no, not so bad. All of these games that did pass, I cleaned up, but Velvet Assassin was pretty good. Here's where the unboxing gets really bad. Nowhere to tear off. Just got to try and hack my way into the boxes from now on. As you can see, I'm really enjoying it. Having a lot of fun wedging my finger into the serrated cardboard edge. Next couple of games, so we've got Mind Jack, which I really wanted, Project Sylphied, really wanted, couldn't get hold of. Let's have a look. So the back, terrible condition really, and that wasn't just like a sticker stuck on, that was the cover. And look at that disc. That is atrocious. I've stuck that through a disc cleaner of my own and just about got it to passable condition. That's where we're at the moment. Mind Jack, again, really wanted, been after the game for a while, couldn't find it in my local CEX. No manual, and again, look at that disc. I don't know if it shows up very well. Yeah, it does show up a little bit on the camera. Really, really poor condition. Again, if I took that in to my local CEX, I'm just trying to wipe a bit off there and I can't. It's literally a massive mark. I did test it, it did work, but what are you doing, CEX? Again, if I bring that into your store, you reject that. You don't even attempt to clean that. But again, that one, put it through my disc cleaner, got it working, still that big gouge mark in it. Yet more fun with the unboxing. Actually, desperately trying to find somewhere to get in there without damaging anything inside, because they've taken to sticking brown tape over the peel away bit. If games go missing, mate, you just blame Royal Mail. Don't make it impossible for us to get into. Right, so the next few games, again, really been after this game for a while. So the first one sent me the wrong game. Sent me completely the wrong blooming game here, which I'm annoyed at because they've got lots in stock. And yet they sent me the wrong one. I'll show you what they should have sent me. Yeah, so fantastic, thanks for that. Next one, Kengo Zero, really wanted this for a while. No manual, yet again. And the disc, it was reasonable, still needed a bit of a clean. You can see a great big dirty mark on it there. I thought it might have been grease, it isn't, it is scratches over the front of the disc. So I had to run that through my cleaner. It is still there, but it does read. That's the main bit. But again, would CEX take that? No, they wouldn't. Of course they wouldn't. Look at that as well. Just falling out of the disc. I've no idea what they're doing with these. And sure enough, when you look at the disc, nasty great big scratches all over it. That one could not be repaired. That one's got to go back. It's in horrendous condition. And also, I didn't really show on this, the case is in atrocious condition. Looks like someone spilled coffee all over it or something. They didn't even bother to reprint one, which, you know, I've seen them reprint blooming FIFA covers, for God's sake. You know, you can reprint a rare games cover, especially when someone's gone out of the way and paid a bit of cash for it. So again, trying to get into one of their packages from hell that they've decided to tape up. Next few games that we've got coming. Oh, suspense. I mean, like, we already know that they're going to be, well, probably going to be good. So the next game is Blades, or X-Blades rather. As you can see from the inside of it, reasonably good condition. Disc absolutely obliterated. Yet again, I had to run that through a cleaner. It got rid of some of the marks, quite a few of them are still left there. Luckily, it still plays, or else I would be sending it back. But again, what are you doing, CEX? Why are you sending that sort of stuff? Oh, and then we got Fairy Tale Fights, which again, look at, again, disc. Just, that can't, I get games from Vinted all the time. They're never loose. And you can see that the game's been scratched, rolling around inside of there. It's in atrocious condition. I had to clean that. It did clean up okay, managed to get it working, but again, still scratches all over it. Not something that CEX would accept. I think we're on the final game now, I think. I'm not 100% certain, but I think there's only one game in this one. Let's play a bit of music while we struggle to get into the package. And there we are, Tropico 5, been after it for a long time as well. It's the last Tropico to come out on the Xbox 360. I was really impressed, it's got everything inside it, fantastic, what a deal. Finally got a decent game, flip it over. Look at the state of that. That's not dirt, those are scratches and gouges. So, of those 11 games, 3 of them were passable, still not great. One of them was completely the wrong game, literally the wrong game. I managed to clean another 3 of the games up to put them in my collection, but again, it's still, if I took those to the shop in the condition that they're in right now, they would laugh me out of the store. So it leaves 4 games that have got to go back. I've got 3 games that are so badly damaged that my Xbox struggles to read them. And again, the 4th game that is completely the wrong game. So I did what anybody should do, which is I emailed CEX to say, like, look, you know, I understand that I can take these to my nearest CEX store and they'll give me back a voucher. Fantastic, thanks very much for that. They'll give me back a voucher for these damaged games, but it doesn't cover the postage. It doesn't cover the cost that I've already paid to have games delivered to me from you. Doesn't cover that. And then on top of that, I've got to pay to put fuel in my car to drive to get to your shop. I've got to pay to park to get to your shop. And what's the betting that when I get there, the people will find some grumbly reason as to why they can't give them the money. CEX also said if I wanted to myself, I could pay, again, out of my own cash to post those games back to them. But I have to give strict reasons as to why I'm not accepting them, and then they'll decide whether I get a refund or not. And again, on top of that, I still don't get that postal money that I've already paid. So that's £3 a game. So what, £12 And this is just with, remember, I salvaged 3 of those games. I got them to work. So £12 of wasted postage that I'm never going to see again because they've supplied me with a duff product. That's atrocious. Anyway, yeah, so I sent the email off, just literally explaining that all I wanted was my money back if I take them to a local store. You know, I want that postage money back, and I will give them those games, and they can give me a voucher if they want. I don't care. I use the vouchers. I used cash to buy them, so I'd prefer cash back. But they said, no, it'd have to be a voucher. So I sent that email off explaining that I would accept that. And of course, I was told to wait 24 hours because they're very busy over at CEX Towers. And when they finally got back in touch, they basically said that tough, you know, they don't refund the postage, and it's up to me to try and get those games back to CEX. So yeah, I'm probably not going to use them again. Probably not going to use them, which is a shame because they have bullied all the independent game stores pretty much out of the UK. All we've got is CEX. You know, that's my choice now. My choice is finding the odd bargain in a charity shop, which is few and far between nowadays. All you see is copies of FIFA 07 on the 360 for £5, which nobody's ever going to buy. They're glorified tea coasters. I've got Facebook Marketplace, which you can get some good deals on, but 9 times out of 10, you're just screaming into the wind. You just sort of say, oh, is this still available? And then they'll say yes, and you say, oh, brilliant, can I come and pick it up tonight? And then you don't hear anything back ever again. Or you've got Vinted, which, as I'm finding out at the moment, I think 4 of my past 6 orders I've had to send back for a refund, and most of them I'm having trouble with the sellers. Most of them, the people have been sending me games with disc rot on, where again the machine doesn't even read it. They've been sending me games with disc rot on, and then when I show copies of the disc and look, this is what you've sent me, they go, yeah, it's second hand, mate. What do you expect? A working game, but at least these are independent people. They're not meant to really know what they're doing. Perhaps, I'm playing devil's advocate here. Perhaps they're just a bit dim and they don't really understand that those games won't work. This is CEX. We've taken games to you. We've dropped things off expecting, to us they're in reasonable condition. We drop stuff off that we know works, and CEX will turn around with the vaguest of reasons as to why they won't accept something. I mean, like I've had several consoles rejected for, someone's tampered with the security seal, and then I'll take it to the same CEX a few days later with somebody else on there, and when I tell them, they just look at it and go, no, it's fine. Obviously, nobody's touched that. But with discs, again, I've taken discs there that read, that are okay. Admittedly, they're a bit scratched. CEX take one look at them and say, no, we're not accepting that, mate. We can't sell that on. And hey presto, what do they send through the post? Things that are 10 times as worse. So for anybody looking at this expecting a bit of comedy, I'm afraid there isn't any. There's no comedy. CEX at the moment are behaving really, really really. I don't normally swear on my channel, but CEX are behaving really, really. Hopefully I'll do a more positive video next. Cheers everyone. It's Donald Mackel Gaming.